A lot of planning goes into these labs, from scoping out the terrain to knowing what equipment they're going to need to use. You may think that you only have to watch out for deer when you're driving through the canyon, but right now you have to watch out for them right here in downtown. The current wait time at CAPS for individual therapy is 6 to 12 weeks. CAPS has 9 counselors. The International Association of Counseling Services recommends that USU should have 18 to 28 counselors. If the CAPS funding increase gets approved, then USU will see 4 more counselors to help cut down on wait time. Times have changed, and so have the ways that women train. Some food services may not be as filling as others, but it can be enough to get you by until you can get a healthier meal, just like this new app, which allows you 24/7 service.
Your student fees could be going up. ATV's Katelyn Rindlisbaker shows you what that fee is and why you want to learn more about it.
Counseling and Psychological Services, this is Karen. How can I help you?
That was a phone call to CAPS, the counseling and psychological services available to students on campus. The Student Fee Board recently voted to increase student fees by $10.46 to help fund CAPS.
We felt that this fee was more than appropriate as something that's a huge priority for students and something that our student body officers can really get behind.
Our fee increase would get us more counselors to have more of that student support, and we're still short, but we're a lot closer than we were before.
The current wait time at CAPS for individual therapy is 6 to 12 weeks. CAPS has 9 counselors. The International Association of Counseling Services recommends that USU should have 18 to 28 counselors. If the CAPS funding increase gets approved, then USU will see 4 more counselors to help cut down on wait time.
The bottom line is that the more therapists we have, the more students we can help.
Students feel like the possible increase in their fees would be worthwhile.
I definitely think it's a great increase, and I support it 100%, just because I think there's a lot of students who want to get into the offices, but there's not enough offices open.
I think it's something that's really beneficial because I know that there are students like struggle and that need those counseling services.
I think that's a worthwhile increase. I think those services are important and a lot of people use them and need them.
I think it's a good amount for a student to pay for because $10 compared to $2,000, it's like a drop in the bucket.
While students are ready to pay the extra fees, President Cockett and the Board of Trustees still have to vote on whether the increase will go through. Cockett says,
using the funds that we had dedicated for the CAPS is just simply not sufficient to meet the expanding demand.
Well, focusing on people that come in for therapy, this last year we had over 1,400, and 5 years ago we had about 1,033. In 5 years, that's 400 more students coming in for therapy.
40 more students used crisis appointments, 138 more students attended clinical consultations, and there was an increase of 1,470 more students in the intake, individual, and couples therapy across all USU campuses in the last year.
I think it's really hard to ask for help, and so it's important to be able to offer the help that students are seeking, and the only way to do that is to have more staff.
Katelyn Rindlisbaker, ATV News.
There are some resources on campus that could help you. We'll show you what they are on our next edition of ATV News.
USU provides multiple mental health services available for you. I got you a look at what those services are and how you can find them. When you get hungry, you want something that fits your needs. Whether it's a buffet, a specific taste, or something that's open 24/7. The same goes for mental health needs. Sometimes you need more, and other times you just need a little something to get by.
Mental health is about being healthy and keeping your brain healthy.
Just like there's a variety of food services on campus, there's also a variety of mental health services available to students.
We're also investing in other ways to help people with their mental well-being.
Investments like Counseling and Psychological Services, Sexual Assault and Anti-Violence Information Office, the Marriage and Family Therapy Clinic, and the Health and Wellness Center. USU has a website that lets you quickly find resources available on campus.
We actually have now a website that's providing the other types of information and help that students can get.
Some food services may not be as filling as others, but it can be enough to get you by until you can get a healthier meal. Just like this new app, which allows you 24/7 service. The Safe UT app is paid for by USU and can be used by students who are struggling with different types of mental health issues.
If a student is feeling anxious, they don't have to be having a lot of suicidal thinking.
Helm says that the app can be useful for students who can't reach a therapist. You can tell them what you're experiencing, report a problem, and it's all password protected.
I just encourage people to reach out for that help. I just say, let's do it for our mental well-being.
For a link to the services available to you on campus, visit our Facebook page.
One man is recovering after a rollover crash on Sunday night.
It rolled twice, and then a half more time when it landed on the roof.
According to Carter, the driver fishtailed, overcorrected, and lost control of his car. When Carter pulled over to help his friend, his car got stuck in the snow as well. UHP says the driver was not seriously injured.
I talked to the driver in the ambulance before he left. He was in good spirits. He appeared to have minor injuries.
You may see a deer when driving around the valley this year. Katelyn Rindlisbaker shows you the cost of running over Rudolph.
You might see deer like this, lying on the side of the road.
Seeing them come this far down, it's part of their natural wintering habitat, and so you can't really fault the deer because they have to eat.
With deer this close to the road, Cache Valley drivers say it can be hard not to hit them.
A lot of times deer actually run into the vehicle as opposed to you running into them. Just they're on the move and hit you.
So most of the time it's night, so low visibility. Like I can say almost every single deer I've hit's been at night.
When I see deer running across the road, especially on a busy road, as I'm hoping the other drivers are paying attention.
You may think that you only have to watch out for deer when you're driving through the canyon, but right now you have to watch out for them right here in downtown. According to auto repairmen and insurance agents, deer can cause a lot of damage to your car, which comes at a cost.
As an average, a more of a minor deer hit, I would say, is around $2,500. We do see hits that are up to $5,000 to $7,000, depending on where the damage on the vehicle is.
One way to prepare for damage like this is to have insurance that covers it.
If you want wildlife coverage, you need to have comprehensive, and that covers if you hit any animal, and depending on the policy that you have, your deductibles can be different.
According to wildawareutah.org, if you hit any wildlife, you should pull to the side of the road and turn on your hazard lights. Don't try to approach the animal, and call 911 or contact your local police department.
The only avoidance I can see is just be very, cautious, look for deer all the time.
Katelyn Rindlisbaker, ATV News.
The chances of you hitting a deer in Utah are 1 in 150, according to State Farm Insurance.
I tried to kill myself a few times.
I was definitely taken advantage of by older men.
I'm Christy Ocken, and I'll show you why Aggie Creamery isn't only famous for their ice cream. Thanks, Caitlin. I'm here at Aggie Creamery, where you may have a favorite ice cream flavor, but that's not the only thing they're known for. Now they have even more to brag about because Aggie Parmesan and 2 of their aged cheddars all took home hardware at this year's Utah Cheese Awards. Besides making award-winning cheeses, they also teach a short course cheese-making class, and you may recognize some of their past students. Heber Valley Artisanal Cheeses and Beehive Cheese from Uinta both learned the trade right here. Back to you, Kate.